Hi, my name is Thomas Wang, and today I'm here to talk about finding a balance in life, which I made up this own little small explanation in the past 20 minutes. So basically, it all revolves around boredom, and boredom might sound like a really bad thing. It's kind of intertwined with laziness, but I think there's a fine line between just resting and just like spending some time to not do anything in particular, and then boredom, which is the more useless. You're not doing anything, go do something. And I think a lot of people, we have activities in our lives. Everyone has to do something in their life, or else it's literally pure boredom. And I think if you get like overworked and you have constant stuff to do, then you become like freaking dried out. You're like dead, and you're overworked. What's that word? Burnt out. Yeah, you get burnt out because you did too many things. That's where rest comes into play. You have to do a bunch of crap, and then you get tired, so you rest. It's rest because you're not doing anything in particular. It's low key. It's not stressful. It's like spending some free time. It's like boredom, but in a positive way. It's just rest. But on the other hand, if you rest too much, you don't have any activities to do, then it's kind of useless. And that's when I think it crosses to the point of laziness and boredom, where you're not actually doing anything in particular. You're just like, yeah, I have nothing else to do, and now I just have nothing to do. And you're just bored, and it's kind of just a waste. And my analogy for it is like, if you have a phone that's charging and you charge it to 100%, like, you may as well use it. Like, go do something with it, because, like, why not? You'd rather do that than let it keep charging and, like, keeping it at 100%. And I'm also pretty sure that starts fires. Or maybe that's a friend who lied to me. But anyways, the point is, go do something after, like, charging up and resting up. Because, like, if you don't, it's just a waste. And, like, that's why a lot of people, you get bored. Like, people who don't have activities, they, like, switch to things like YouTube. They watch YouTube for hours. The internet is an unlimited source of, like, freaking just, like, feeding your boredom and just, like, wasting time. And it's great for some kids to not lose their sanity, but in reality, it's also pretty useless unless you, like, specifically look for something useful to do. But overall, a lot of kids, especially kids, we get bored because we don't have enough things to do, right? We're kids, we have a lot of free time. So, YouTube, TikTok, it's all great, and especially video games. I was on that. I'm not as much now, but honestly, video games, like, my dad said something really simple that really just made me cringe, which kind of made me get off video games. He said video games was like a drug, and it just, like, you get the kick out of it. It's like a freaking dose of, like, pouring your energy. You sacrifice a crap ton of energy, and, like, you yell at your screen because you're mad at the video game. And in the end, you didn't really get anything out of it. You just wasted. And that thought just, like, it made me cringe. So I'm like, yeah, I don't want to play video games anymore because it felt like a giant waste. And now, like, the difference between, I don't know, certain activities, like, video games can be said like it's an activity, I guess, but it's just not really a useful activity. I say it's a waste because I didn't really gain anything. There's no, like, real purpose, that nothing you gain from video games. On the other hand, like, other activities like sports and crap, all that other good stuff, especially social things, you do it with other people, like, you get some social time, and you get some exercise. It's all, like, good stuff. So I think to get that balance in life, it's, like, really important that you have a lot of things to do, or else you'll just be bored. And then on the other hand, don't have it too much to the point where you're, like, burnt out all the time. Because if you have too much, you're burnt out, and you have too little, then you just get really bored because, like, you have nothing else to do. You need some activities to fill up time, because everybody gets bored, all right? Like, I've seen my dad, he gets bored on the weekends. He's on his phone, he's on the couch. My mom's on the phone, she's on a chair. They're just both doing their own thing because they're bored. And I should rephrase that. It's not boredom, it's rest. And because they both work hard and they need rest to, like, recharge and prepare for more work. But to a point, like the way I do it, sometimes, I'll just spend a lot of time on my phone or on the TV, and I didn't do as much activities to balance it out. It was more rest than activities, which makes it boredom because I just didn't have any actual purpose of doing it. It wasn't to rest because I was already rested. Like I said in the analogy, 100% phone charge, no need to charge it more, go do something with it, instead of, like, just keeping it charged and being useless. So that's my quick explanation that I made up in the past 20 minutes about finding a balance in life. You gotta, like, literally, like, fill your life with things that you can do to a good point where you can also take some time off and then, enjoy your time as some rest. That's how you find some balance in life.